What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Kind of Funny Morning Show. I'm Tim Gettys, joined by Joey Noel.
Oh, hello.
Thank you for joining me, Joey. Nick Scarpino is still out. For all the people asking if he's dead, he is not, in fact, dead.
Close.
Very, very close. Closest he's ever been, I would say. And every day he gets closer and closer. Okay,
no,
that's just how life works. He is getting better. He has shingles, which, if you don't know, are adult chicken pox. He has a whole story of how he found that out, and it's not fun. But you guys will hear that when I don't want to tell his story.
I'm sure he'll have plenty of things to say about when he gets back.
Exactly, but he is okay. But send your sweet nasty love to @Nick_Scarpino on Twitter or Instagram or whatever way you want to send him that love. Pigeon.
Jinx.
Yeah, I love that. Love that so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kind of Funny Morning Show each and every weekday right here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. We come at you with all of the nerdy news you need to know about. You can get the show live on Twitch or as a VOD on youtube.com/kindoffunny around 2 p.m. every day. And then later, you can get it on podcast services around the globe, including Spotify. A whole bunch of people have been listening on Spotify. I'm seeing all those tweets with the screen caps of them subscribing to all of our, or following us.
I've never thought to listen to podcasts on Spotify.
They added them last year, and they were making a big deal out of it. They're trying to push it more and more. I don't use Spotify, so I don't know.
You use Spotify?
No.
Not even for music?
I'm not a streaming music guy. I like owning that shit. I like ripping the physical CD myself.
Oh, wow. That's that
Joey,
seems very Tim.
it's really scary
problematic.
how he does
it is. Yeah. They make it harder and harder as time goes on, too. The firmware for the DVD, CD drives,
Yeah.
They just give up on you. And it hits a point where your computer's too good to do that shit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, Kevin. Very upset about all of this. What I'm not upset about is that we're back with another week and we have an extreme amount of LaCroix all over the office. It is everywhere you look.
So, like
and it is heaven.
It's everywhere. You walk up the stairs, LaCroix. You walk into the kitchen, LaCroix in the fridge, LaCroix in the what used to be like our kitchen where we ate.
It's now just
Table,
a wall
gone,
of LaCroix.
Just LaCroix.
And
LaCroix
it's fantastic.
outside, LaCroix in the back, LaCroix in the front.
I'm very happy about it. Gia had an idea this weekend that I had to shoot down. But she was like, if we have a little girl, we should name her LaCroix.
God,
oh, no.
And I was like, no, Gia. She's like, but she'll be little baby Lala. I'm like, okay, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. But we're not naming our fucking kid LaCroix.
No. You could come up with like some other
I'm so upset with it. But baby Lala, though. Shout out to baby Lala.
And then she'd be able to have a whole song named after her.
I'm in. Ashley Simpson.
It's a jam.
It's a jam. It's a jam.
Listen to it like all day on Friday.
Good.
I still really like it.
Maybe well, I'm not even going to keep going there. If you have Twitch Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. I'm talking to you if you're listening right now. You can give us your free sub, which gets you emotes, private chat time. We got some new emotes that we're working on.
Working on them.
So that should be cool. Some private chat time at the end of the show, giveaway, and you can play games with us. All you got to do is go to your Amazon Prime, click on the little Twitch Prime thing, type in Kind of Funny Games, and next thing you know, we get the money that Amazon would have got for free. On your part.
Also, new extension on Twitch. If you go to the little puzzle piece on the screen, you can enable their new extension. It'll tell you when your Twitch Prime subscription is up on the screen, so you can remember every month, and you don't have to listen to Greg yell at you for it.
It's great. A lot of people in the chat are asking if there's any picture of the final LaCroix thing. No, because it's not just all in one place. We actually had to distribute it. A lot of people, a lot of best friends out there got us really, really, really concerned on Friday about whether or not our second floor could hold the weight of all of the LaCroix.
Not good.
Because the big problem was, we were told we won 412 packs of LaCroix, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
They lied to us and gave us 400 packs of 212 packs.
400 cases, which is 212
which
packs.
Is 812 packs of LaCroix, which, Tim math, doubles the weight. Which went from, okay, we can do this, to, oh fuck, I'm not sure if we can do this.
Yeah.
But we separated it and scattered it enough that I feel good about it.
You did some research on fish tanks.
I did some research. If you can have a fish tank on a second floor, that's upwards of 2,000 pounds, really concentrated.
Yeah.
And I was reading things of like those Chinese restaurants that have multiple fish tanks. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be absolutely fine. We just need to drink it.
Not gonna lie, was real nervous walking up the stairs this morning. Like, maybe I'll walk up and there will just be a giant hole. Probably.
There wasn't, Joey.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised that wasn't the case.
We're okay. Let's get through the housekeeping. Today we are going to record the MCU in Review Episode 4, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It'll go up tomorrow at 9 a.m. on youtube.com/kindoffunny. I'm very excited about this one because I think it's going to be the first time we've seen any debates about the top end of the list. We've had some debate down low, but now we're going right up to the tippity top. Is it better than Avengers? We'll have to see where this falls down. I gotta let you know, a little preview of Tim's thoughts. I'm okay either way. If this makes #1 or #2, I feel like I'm fine with that because they're quality-ass movies.
I've been hearing rumblings from people as they've come in this morning. It's gonna be a thing. I'm very excited to see where you guys all net out.
It's gonna be a very exciting thing, and you should probably go subscribe to youtube.com/kindoffunny if you haven't already to be notified when that video goes live. Also, we are less than 1,000 subscribers away from 230,000 subscribers on youtube.com/kindoffunny. That's a really big deal to us. It might sound like an arbitrary number, and that's because it is an arbitrary number, but it's easy for us to tell people to get us to that number. So if you would do that, I'd appreciate it a lot. And Kevin would be really happy, and then you'd make him smile. Kevin, show him your sad face right now. You want to turn that upside down, right? That little frowny frown? Please, go to youtube.com/kindoffunny so we don't need to see that anymore. Thank you. The Patreon fan mail exclusive for March has just been announced. It's going to be a Greg Miller birthday card. It's because in March, if you subscribe, that means you get it in April. April is Greg's birthday. So Greg decided, what should I do for my birthday? I'm going to give birthday cards to everyone. I don't get the logic there, but you know what? Greg Miller.
If you've ever wanted a birthday card from Greg Miller, this would be the time to sign up because you'll get one.
Yeah. Is this the debut of your hair on the show?
I think I've just popped on and off. I don't think I've ever been on hosting.
Fantastic hair. The chat's blowing up with it. Modeled after
Gamora
from Guardians of the Galaxy. And I think you nailed it.
Thank you.
And the biggest news tomorrow, Jessica Negri's coming through.
I am so excited.
She's going to be on the morning show and Game Over Greggy's show, and it's going to be fantastic. Cannot wait for you guys to see that.
We got a little sneak peek of what she wants to talk about on the Game Over Greggy show.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be real good.
It's going to be real good.
If you're a patron on patreon.com/kindoffunny, you can watch it live tomorrow at 3. You should watch.
It's going to be fun. Game Over Greggy in the chat just says, it's my birthday.
What more logic does he need? But shouldn't people be sending you cards since it's your birthday?
It's not his birthday today, though.
No.
No, it was his birthday last week, right?
What? No, isn't it like the 23rd?
When Austin Creed was on the show? I'm just fucking around.
Got it.
And a reminder, if you tip at the $5 or above level or 500 bits, we will read it on the show in the middle of the show. But for now, let's start with the show.
I guess we should get to the show.
Jesus Christ.
It's so hard to switch between games daily in this one for me. I don't know why.
Because Nick just takes the reins on this,
and
then you get out of the routine of it.
What did you do this weekend?
So this weekend, I had some friends in from out of town, from Boston, so hanging out with them. Then I went and saw Game Night.
And?
Way better than it should have been.
Way better. Such a good movie. I couldn't stop thinking about it this whole weekend.
Yeah. Wow. I thought the way that it... is Kevin mad because I went without him?
No. I said wow as in like... It's surprising that you thought about it this whole weekend.
I keep thinking back to Game Night. It was such a well put together movie.
I'm excited to watch it.
To the cinematography, the jokes, the writing, the acting, everything about it was like, right.
Even looking at it, there were so many good people in that movie, and like little surprise ones that you don't know that pop up, and I'm like,
and some surprise ones that aren't the people you think they are, which is fantastic. You need to watch this movie. They did a really good job subverting expectations.
Yeah, exactly. And if you see it, stay for after all the credits.
Yeah.
Pro tip. But yeah, it was really good. I don't know what I was expecting, but we got there and our theater was packed. We had to sit in the front row, and I was like, yeah, everyone was there. So that was really fun. And then went to brunch yesterday and watched the Oscars. So
Regal Break says hot take, Game Night was better than Deadpool.
No. I don't know if it was better than Deadpool.
I think it was.
You're crazy.
Really?
Game Night, I think, is one of the best comedies I've seen in years. It's so well made.
It's really good. I don't know that it's...
There's no moment it falls apart. Deadpool at some point just starts to feel it's like, all right, this is all the budget they had to make this movie. I love Deadpool. It's a fun time, but...
There's some... I don't know. I feel like there's some things in Game Night where I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
But...
Not a perfect
either way,
movie.
You should go see it.
Really good movie.
Yeah, it's a good, like, just comedy, fun, not super.
And then Kev, what'd you do this weekend?
I rested, and I also went to the movies twice. Went to see Annihilation, which I was very excited to see, and Jumanji, which I was like, what? That's still playing?
Dude, they're making money, man.
Yeah. Jumanji was a lot of fun. Watching it, I had several moments. I was like, this is a lot like, this is way better than what I expected or even was hoping for.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Jumanji was the type of movie you go in, it's like, this has no right to be as good as it is, because those trailers looked horrible. By the way, did you guys see The Rock's Instagram, where he essentially was apologizing for Baywatch?
No.
They got a Razzie Award for it being
the
a
worst
horrible movie.
Yeah, made in 2017.
And he just did a video about it. He's like, hey, you know what? They don't all win. We won something. We won a Razzie. It's not the best thing to win, but hey, it got something. And, we'll move on to the next ones, right? I'm like, good for you, Rock. Good for you. But yeah, so Jumanji, good.
Yeah, Jumanji was good. Annihilation was really fucking interesting.
Okay, really fucking.
It's one of those movies that, like, you're just like, whoa, this movie is fucking out there and trippy, and I, like, definitely don't regret going to see it, especially because Movie Pass, so it didn't cost me anything, already. But yeah, this week I'm gonna go try to watch Game Night. Excited about that.
Good.
Hit the movies hard again.
Game Night, the new Strangers movies comes out this weekend, which I'm very excited about.
How many Stranger movies are there right now? Is it just one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You can catch up. We can go.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to.
I guess we haven't talked about the debacle on Friday when the LaCroix arrived either, though.
Oh my God, yeah, you're right. We haven't brought that up because that happened after all this stuff.
What do you mean?
The delivery process, what we had to do.
The delivery sucked.
Yeah,
the delivery guy was awful.
I think people are probably following along on the stories and stuff. But if not, yeah, the LaCroix situation was a disaster and a half. This giant truck comes, and because of the way that our studio and the streets are kind of configured, there's no convenient place for a car to stop without disrupting all of the traffic on the street. Yeah. So this giant truck stopped, distracting and disrupting all of the traffic. And the driver was very upset when he realized that our building is not a normal office building with elevators or freight things or a lobby to leave things in. It's like, no, where there's a little door you go in and you have to walk up a flight of stairs. So he was very upset about that. And I saw a lot of people in the Facebook groups and Reddit and stuff giving their opinion on how we were doing things. To be clear, we told them what our situation was. Like, it's not like we're just like, show up and give us shit. Here. It's like, no, I told them we don't have a lobby. There's a gate. There's this whole thing. And they just showed up totally unprepared.
We were on the second floor. Like, they knew everything. And so they came, we didn't make him bring them all up by himself. No.
He didn't do anything. And fuck that guy.
Yeah, he was really lazy.
Kevin and my brother some bullshit. I do not appreciate that at all, Mr. LaCroix delivery man, who probably has nothing to do with LaCroix.
No, he does not have anything to do.
And
that guy fucking sucked.
Had the audacity to ask for LaCroix.
At that point, I was ready to give cans away to whoever wanted them.
Yeah, because so like I said earlier, we ended up getting double the amount that we expected, which was already an obscene amount. And then Kevin, his brother, and my brother had to spend the entire day
unloading the truck,
shuttling them upstairs, and then trying to figure out a way to distribute them, all while it was pouring rain.
Like sideways
rain. It was such a bad time.
At one point, it started hailing.
I helped as much as I possibly could. I pushed my body to its limits, and my arms feel like jello. I am a weak example of a human being. Nobody should look up to me. But hey.
Oh, man.
Now I can drown my sorrows in LaCroix.
This is true. How late were you guys here on Friday?
I want to say 8.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't too late.
But the thing got here at like 1:30.
Yeah, yeah, it did.
Yeah, no, they were going forever, man. And they were utter rock stars. And now we have a lot of LaCroix. It's crazy because now there's 812 packs evenly distributed among all the flavors except for the cola one.
Which sucks anyways.
I'm okay. But unfortunately, the way that we loaded everything, or unloaded everything, now it's all the ones that we don't really like that are inside and accessible.
No, underneath it is the other ones.
Yeah. You just have to dig around for it.
You just gotta dig for it? Right. There's some
You don't like apricot?
Yeah.
No.
I like the apricot.
Good.
What did you do this weekend?
Learned to love it.
I hung out with Gia a lot, which was nice. I slept a lot on Saturday.
Gia let you sleep in?
I think, I actually fell asleep at 8 p.m. on Saturday night.
You did a lot of work.
And
8 p.m. on Saturday?
On Saturday, and I didn't wake up until 11 the next day.
That's impressive.
And it was fucking good. I felt real good about that. No, so after this whole LaCroix debacle, Gia had plans.
Sirens are on our side.
Sirens are on our side. Gia had plans with her friends, so I went out there. And it was one of those nights where we're at happy hour, and it's like, oh, cool, like cheap drinks, fine. Got an old fashioned, it's all good. And then one of the girls we were with stops and goes, So we're going all night, right? And I was like,
no.
oh no, it's gonna be one of those nights. Oh, and it was one of those nights. It was one of those nights that we ended up at our 4th bar, and one of the guys we were with just fell asleep. And I'm just like, I do not want to be here. Like, I don't want to be with the guy that fell asleep. Like, I don't even know him. I don't even know him that well. It's someone's boyfriend. I'm like, this is awkward. So that was bad. But then the next day, me and Gio watched Cabin in the Woods.
Oh,
great movie.
Classic movie. If
have you already seen it?
Yes, I saw it a long time ago. If you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods, I highly recommend it. Produced by Joss Whedon.
So good.
So fantastic.
So
if you don't know anything about it, don't look into it. It's a horror movie with a twist, and that's all you need to know. It's really well made. I loved it. I had a great time. And I've just been doing real good with Gia recently. I'm happy about it. So we watched Winter Soldier, and it was after that, we went out for brunch, and she was just like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't want to wait another week to watch the next Marvel movie. Like, I am into the MCU.
You got her.
And then when I told her the next day, I was like, yeah, like 7 new movies were announced, like release dates. She was like, yes. And I was like, what the fuck? Who are you? This is fantastic.
Who took Gio? Where did she go?
And then last week we watched Kick-Ass together. She loved that. Now we watched Cabin in the Woods. She's like, damn, like, you know what? I pushed for so long. I need to listen to your movie recommendations. I'm like, this is a fucking good time.
Proud.
So now I'm like rolling the dice. She's like, what's next? I'm like, I'm panicking. I'm like, I don't know.
It's a lot of pressure now.
She's like, it doesn't need to be the best movie. Like, what are just the movies that you love in those same ways? And I was like, Speed Racer, but I don't want to show her Speed Racer.
Oh shit, I love Speed Racer.
I don't want to lose all the goodwill that I've had.
But Tim, she's gonna watch Speed Racer for the first time on your fucking HDR huge TV.
Oh no.
It's so fucking pretty looking.
Anyways, let's get to the news.
Yeah.
Are we skipping this thing or?
Oh yeah, today's episode is brought to you by the store. You can go to kindoffunny.com/store. You get the LaCroix shirts, the Games Daily tee, the Party Mode shirts, the full zip hoodie. It's all there. It's good for everybody.
We maybe have some new stuff next week. It'll be real good.
But let's get to the news. Last night, the Oscars happened.
They did indeed.
Did you watch them?
I watched most of them. Took a while for me to figure out how to watch the Oscars.
Really?
Because I don't have cable, so then I would like had to go through my internet thing and do the live. It was the thing. But I got there, which is the important part. So I watched like the middle section. I liked it.
Okay. Yeah, I watched the whole thing. It's probably the 4th Oscars that I've watched.
Oh, really?
Top to bottom. I remember being a little kid and being like, who the fuck would want to watch this? This is boring as hell. But now I'm at that point where I'm just like, I actually do care about this stuff, and like I have opinions about a lot of these movies. And you were saying before we went live that this is like the first time you watch it and you're like, oh, I've actually seen most of these movies.
Yeah, in my household, the Oscar night is pretty much like the Super Bowl for my mom. So she nobody comes over. She doesn't want to watch it with anyone except for me. I sometimes make the cut. She doesn't answer her phone. My dad, not allowed to watch it with her really because he just talks too much. And so we had made a tradition out of watching it every year, and this is like the first year we haven't in a while, and she was not very happy about that. But we were texting about the red carpet, all of the movies and stuff like that. This is like the Joey Noelle showdown for this.
Oh man.
But yeah, I feel like I saw a lot more of the movies that I normally wouldn't have, mostly just because of MoviePass of I can go see it even if I know that I'm not really gonna like it. I feel like I should see most of them anyway, so I like that.
So IGN put together a list of the 10 best moments from the 2018 Oscars, and I thought they did a pretty good job getting to the moments so we can talk about it. Can you scroll down a little, Kev?
Yep.
It's number 1. Roger Deakins finally wins his Oscar.
Wait, where are you seeing this?
Oh,
sorry. Okay, it doesn't have a number. Confused me.
The esteemed cinematographer who worked on the first Blade Runner has been nominated 14 times.
That's crazy.
From everything from The Shawshank Redemption and Fargo to Skyfall and Sicario. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
While Mudbound and cinematographer Rachel Morrison made history being the first woman to be nominated for the Best Cinematography Award, it's hard to argue that Deakins was well past due for his recognition. It's crazy that he has never won before.
14 nominations.
Everybody, from Sean Finnegan to Nick Scarpino, and Aransky, all the movie guys I know, they love Deakins so much, and for good reason. For anybody that saw Blade Runner, it's like, he deserved this win for Blade Runner 2049 so much.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that happened. I was worried.
Well, I saw, was it Nick that tweeted, I feel like it's going to get snubbed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it didn't.
That
got
scared
2.
me.
It got 2.
Woo.
Well deserved. And that was the thing. I feel overall for the Oscars.
Yeah.
The only movie that I'm a little sad didn't get any award was Baby Driver. Like, it not getting an award for any audio editing or music mixing, any of that was kind of like, huh, that's weird. But Nolan kind of cleaned house with all that stuff, which I get.
I feel like Baby Driver had cool music, but it wasn't like perfect.
I agree with you, but that soundtrack.
I didn't like the music.
The mixing was amazing, though, and that's the thing. The editing and mixing was amazing, and that's what they were talking. Those are the categories that lost in. So I was a little let down by that, but otherwise, the choices from things I've seen, I was like, all right, all right.
The only things I was sad about was that Lady Bird didn't win anything, which I kind of get. It's like a very out of all of the things, it probably appeals to the smallest of audiences.
It got nominated, though.
Yeah,
like, that's the thing. It being in that realm, I was like, all right, that's you're in good company there.
Yeah,
Get Out, winning best original screenplay. What an award! That's fantastic. But Tiffany Haddish and Maya Rudolph being the best buddy duo. Did you see this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they were by far the best presenters that we had. There was so many awkward moments of people coming out doing the teleprompter reads, and it was just so bad. And like, including the Star Wars cast, it was the most cringeworthy thing. Like, Mark Hamill, what are you doing, bro? It was sad. I didn't like it. I was like, I'm embarrassed by this right now.
It was super cringe, and all the BB-8, I don't know.
BB-8 coming out was cool, but then they kept going with the joke, and I'm like,
just let it be like a little thing, and then keep going, and then that didn't happen.
But they did a good job. They were really funny, and they killed it. Frances McDormand, her acceptance speech for Best Actress was really awesome. She sat her Oscar on the ground to give a moving speech about the need for Hollywood to tell a wider array of stories, and she also set the internet to immediately Googling what an inclusion writer is.
Yeah, didn't know that was a thing.
But that's great, and she, once again, just continuing the forward momentum of the Me Too movement and Time's Up and all of that. Jordan Peele made history. Deakins wasn't the only Oscar winner to make history tonight. Get Out writer/director Jordan Peele became the first black writer to win the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. In 90 years of Oscars history, only 4 black writers have been nominated in the category, including Peele. Other nominees include John Singleton in 1991 for Boys in the Hood, Spike Lee in 1989 for Do the Right Thing, and Suzanne de Passe for Lady Sings the Blues in 1972. Seeing him win it was fucking awesome.
Did you see the picture of Peele in the back room with, I think it was Colin Hanks, like as soon as they announced it? It was like the most excited I've ever seen anyone. Oh, you mean the other one?
Key?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
In the back
that's
of
great.
like,
no.
Oh man, like he
baller.
was just like so pumped and like jumped out of his seat. It was an awesome picture.
I love that they did the nominees they go through them all, and then you see all the people just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
He was just like,
so intense.
So intense, just thinking, and the moment that he was announced, he was just like there was just that one moment of like, yes. God, I was so happy for him. And Comedy Central was really cool tweeting about him as well.
Oh, I didn't see those.
Whoops, sorry.
Next moment, Luke Skywalker meets Wonder Woman. Jimmy Kimmel fully took advantage of the Oscars Central Hollywood location at the Dolby Theater, pulling off a big corporate synergy stunt to have a bunch of famous celebrities crash an early screening of Disney's A Wrinkle in Time. While the stunt itself was a fun highlight in the show, the audience seemed very surprised. One of the best moments was when 2 iconic pop culture figures, Wonder Woman's Gal Gadot and Star Wars' Mark Hamill, seemed to meet for what looked like the first time. And that was a fantastic moment. Them going to the theater, kind of weird. It's like such a bathroom break moment.
Yeah.
But seeing Gal kind of fucking fangirl out about Luke Skywalker was awesome.
Yeah.
She's just such a genuine soul.
I like her so much.
I just want to watch her do everything.
Pretty much.
Talk about anything. She's fantastic.
I liked this bit more than, I think it was last year or the year before, when they paraded tourists through the Oscars. That seemed way weirder.
Jimmy
I like this
weird
one better.
about some stuff. Kind of hit or miss. I love him as a host, though. He did such a great job.
He's not my favorite.
I think he's so good at what he does. It reminds me of Greg Miller doing interviews, where I'm watching him just like, you're such a fucking pro. You're just so good. Some of his bits don't work, but that's not his fault. There's writers and there's all this that goes into it.
After
having the Get Out guy run in was really funny.
Yeah. After seeing some of the hosts, I would like to, the Maya Rudolph, Tiffany, I don't remember what her last name is. I think they would be interesting as hosts. And then even seeing Kumail from The Big Sick, I think he would be an awesome host. Everything
Kumail had a part in, fucking killed it.
Yep.
He was so funny, so great, and looked so natural, and like he wasn't reading off the teleprompter, which is very hard to do.
He didn't win anything?
No, he was
wasn't
nominated.
up for that many things.
It was,
he was
only
up for best
original screenplay, and that's hard to go up against Get Out.
So
yeah, that's true.
I really loved the montages that they had throughout the night.
Good ones.
They did one for Best Supporting Actor for Best Supporting Actress, Best Actor, Best Actress, and then one for just 90 years of movies.
Yeah.
And all of them, they did such a good job telling a story using a bunch of different clips of movies. And I thought it was really interesting that they, when it was old movies mixed with new movies, they made it work somehow.
Yeah.
Like there was a nice, fun blend of stuff, and it's just like, it was a fun celebration.
Good
of
job,
film.
Academy.
You gonna read this next one?
Do you want me to?
Kind of.
I was gonna skip it, but Guillermo del Toro's party-sized sub. I put Guillermo del Toro Lin-Manuel Miranda sandwich delivery ahead of Ellen's Oscar pizza delivery, someone tweets, and this is the video. Into a random theater. And I also, as I was watching this, Guillermo's hands are just all over that thing. Also, it was funny. Did you watch the Oscars, Kev?
No, I didn't watch them.
Jimmy Kimmel's like, oh, we're gonna send a bunch of people into this theater next door. You come, just pointing at people, and he points at Guillermo, his like sidekick guy.
Oh.
He's like, Guillermo, come. And Guillermo del Toro stands up. He's like, both Guillermos. So they come. Because it's really funny when you look at all the people that went over, Guillermo del Toro stands out for sure. Then The Greatest Showman makes everyone understand this is me. Coco might have deservedly won Best Original Song for Remember Me, but Keela Settle and the cast of Greatest Showman stole the show with their performance of the nominated This Is Me. Settle's performance earned a rousing standing ovation from the Oscars audience. Honestly, best performance.
I didn't even see this one. I had to go out to dinner. But
Best performance by far. I was actually very let down by the performances this year.
I didn't I liked the second half of the Coco one. The first half was like a little rough.
It didn't sound good.
No.
It sounded really bad and off key.
Yeah.
And then when it kind of picked up, it was cool. But then I feel like it never hit that mark of like, now we're taking it up one more time. It just kind of faded away. And the fireworks kept going off in the back. And I'm like, I feel like they should be close. Like, I feel like they missed their mark at some point. Like, it was weird. It felt very off because the set design was beautiful.
It looked so pretty.
The entire time.
I love it so much.
I love how they kept changing the video wall to looking like just with a lot of depth, and then having all the pillars and stuff come out and like reformat for each presentation. Like at the end when what's the girl from La La Land?
Emma Stone?
Emma Stone. When she like walked out from this freaking like Death Star looking thing, it was awesome.
And the set was so sparkly.
So sparkly. I want
to live in that.
The set designers absolutely kill it. I think it was the best Oscars have ever been. It might have been the best award show set I've ever seen. Like, it was
really,
because they kept changing it up, and every time it looked beautiful.
So
but yeah, then for some reason the musical performances I feel never kind of hit the note they were trying to, with the exception of The Greatest Showman, which I hadn't seen. So I didn't have any connection to the music, but they still kind of killed it. Mary J. Blige's performance was really awkward, and they had that like screen in front of her, so it like didn't look good either. That was weird.
Which is weird because I love her.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
But I also understand that like this is a ton of pressure in a performance environment, but
totally. But like I guess so Coco's performance, for example, I loved the visuals of it.
Yeah.
It didn't sound good, and Miguel coming out, like I love him. He was really weird.
I feel like he was very like toned down for him.
He was quiet.
Kind of like
he wasn't eccentric at all. He did not have any stage presence, and he just kept making eye contact with her.
With the girl,
he wouldn't break eye contact no matter what was happening. And I'm like, yo, this is getting kind of weird.
Well, and it's not like a love song, so I felt like it was a little bit out of place.
Yeah, I was sad that a bell didn't come crash down. But that's just me. Yeah, BB-8 was there. Whatever.
Yeah, we already touched on that.
Tim, can you move your mic over just an inch? It's hitting.
This way?
Yeah.
And then I did like that Guillermo del Toro like double checked the
thing to make sure that he won for Shape of Water.
That's funny.
For Best Picture.
He's cool.
He is so cool.
So talented.
I still haven't seen Shape of Water. Like, do you guys?
Really? Oh, you need to see it.
I really liked it. I wanted it to win. I didn't think it was gonna.
Really?
Yeah. Wild that it won.
Yeah, Kevin and I were talking about it earlier of like, I didn't think it was going to win, and I understand why it went. It wouldn't have been my pick, but I think it's obviously it's nominated, so it's worthy of winning. But I think there's a lot of people that are like very up in arms about it, and I don't really understand that.
Yeah, interesting. I was obviously rooting for Get Out, but
yeah,
I understand. I like it winning Best Screenplay. I think is a very important message.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, they gave a jet ski out.
He's so happy. Hold on, look at him.
Yeah, he's so stoked.
And then did you see all the Hideo Kojima like love tweets about it?
Oh, I love it, dude. It's the bromance, man. And then the final thing is they gave out a jet ski. They started the show off with Jimmy Kimmel saying, "Whoever gives the shortest speech will get a jet ski." And they didn't lie.
Well, then they upped the ante with a trip to Lake Havasu, which seems like more like a punishment than like a reward. Unless you're like a college student on spring break, but I thought that was funny. Also, Rita Moreno, when she came out, I just want to be her when I grow up.
She is so baller, the woman from West Side Story.
Yeah.
And did you see that she came out wearing the same dress that she wore in 1962 when they won for West Side Story, which is baller as fuck.
So good. My favorite tweet was like, Rita Moreno coming out in the same dress from 1962, and I don't even fit into my same leggings from 2017. I was like, damn, that's super funny.
This was a story I just added right before we started the show. I didn't get to listen to it yet, but Kev, can you pull it up? The Lonely Island tweeted out, "We wrote a song for this year's Oscars that was overly ambitious, expensive, and a logistical nightmare, so it wasn't produced, but here's a demo storyboard version for your enjoyment." So
I don't know what this is.
If you can put that in the chat, Kev, for people to watch, that'd be awesome. I'm sure it's fantastic. I love Lonely Island, and they understand the award shows, humor, and all that stuff, so I imagine it's really great. Huh?
Nothing, don't worry about
it. Next news story. Black Panther. Oh, I'm gonna wait for Kev to.
Sorry, I'm just posting.
It's all good. We can skip this one. Oh yeah, let's do that. Mary Poppins Returns gets an official teaser trailer. Haven't seen this yet.
Haven't seen it either.
Let's get it going.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Is it super quiet? Can you guys hear it?
No, we got it.
There we go.
Okay.
Dude.
I know, I'm very excited.
It is wonderful to see you.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Checking out that ass, you know what I mean?
That
was it?
Yeah. Super, super short.
Who's the actor?
More.
Those motherfuckers. Last night at the Oscars, they showed like 90% of that, and they're like, teaser tomorrow. The teaser was just the stinger at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big difference, though.
Because everybody wanted to see her as Mary Poppins.
Yeah, I guess here's your 5 seconds. I'm not that big of a Mary Poppins guy. Shout out to Dick Van Dyke, the homie. Doing a little tap dancing with the penguins. Of course I love that shit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this has to be a record for longest time a movie went without a sequel.
It's not a sequel, though, is it?
It's a direct sequel.
20 years later,
for some
she
reason,
comes back to the family.
For some reason, I guess I was thinking it was a remaster.
She reveals
that's
she's a
weird
wizard from Harry Potter.
So I imagine that Lin-Manuel Miranda is one of the kids grown up, based on his reaction seeing her. But yeah, I mean, has there been, someone in the chat let me know, has there been a sequel to a movie
that's been longer than that?
Yeah.
Huh.
Tron
has the record. Okay.
How many years?
But wait.
Wasn't Tron in the 80s?
Tron can't have the record.
Yeah.
Tron may have previously had the record, right?
Well, yeah, because Tron...
I guess this doesn't get the record until the movie comes out.
Gotcha.
Right?
Fair.
But...
Yeah, because Tron came out in the 80s and then came out in... 2008.
Yeah. I don't know what year.
Or 2010.
I think it was later.
Yeah.
I base all of my knowledge on Tron off of when they put it into Disney's California Adventure.
I love that. Cool. Yeah, whatever.
Jurassic Park people are saying Ash and the Evil Dead.
Yeah,
Star
Jurassic
Wars.
Park also, like, those are less time than Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Mary Poppins is old as fuck.
Star Wars may have had a longer run than
Than Tron?
Yeah.
No, because episode 1.
70s, yeah.
Yeah.
70s to the 90s. Anyways.
Yeah, Kev, you can pull that up. Another thing just confirmed, Black Mirror Season 5 coming to Netflix. Also, I love Netflix being baller as fuck last night during the Oscars and just tweeting out like hype shit and then immediately running commercial for House of Cards, the final season.
I still haven't watched House of Cards.
Seasons
Eddie
1
T.
through
King
3
90 says
are
there was an original
fucking
Tron
dope.
movie. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. When was Tron though?
He's
was it
joking.
actually 80s or was that late 70s?
I think that was late 70s.
I think it was
Yeah, I think so
80s,
too.
Maybe not.
When was Mary Poppins? I think is the more important question.
Tron is 1982.
Oh wow, holy shit, way later than I expected.
Mary Poppins is 1964.
Yeah, see, that's old as shit.
Yeah, that's old as shit.
Mary Poppins is one that like I don't think about whenever people ask me my favorite Disney movies, but whenever I watch it, because usually like when I'm home and like my cousins are over or whatever, like we'll put on something. I'm always like, oh yeah, I do really like this one.
I mean, it's a good movie, but I don't know. I just don't like the London aesthetic. Yeah,
What?
I never have. There's certain like just places and like
I
tones
understand
that I don't like, and I don't like the whole like the
level.
dark grays and greens and stuff that go with it.
I don't
It's the
usually
same shit
like-
I don't like World War II or World War I and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's like not
I
my
usually
thing.
don't like British period pieces, but I feel like this one is like, because it's more recent, it doesn't really count. So I understand that. But I just love Emily Blunt, and I'm very excited. And I guess I didn't really like Into the Woods that much, but I think that she
Into the
We'll
Woods
totally nail it.
sucked.
And then next story, Black Panther passes 500 million.
That's so crazy.
Domestic, if I understand this correctly.
That's
Tops box
crazy.
office for third weekend. It's now the second highest grossing Marvel Studios movie behind Avengers. This comes from IGN. Black Panther held strong in first place for its third consecutive weekend at the domestic box office, earning an estimated $65.7 million. In addition to having the third highest grossing third weekend ever behind Star Wars The Force Awakens, $90.2 million, and Avatar, $68.5 million, Black Panther is the third movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to retain its first place spot at the box office for 3 weekends in a row. The Avengers and Captain America Winter Soldier are the only two other
Tight.
MCU films to do the same. Quality speaks. The current domestic total for Black Panther stands at $501.1 million, making it the 10th highest grossing film of all time, unadjusted for inflation. It's also now the second highest grossing MCU movie domestically, only behind Avengers. That is nuts.
That's so crazy, but very
Yeah,
exciting.
I wonder where it's gonna end up
Yeah.
as well. Like it's gonna
In
push.
total numbers?
And then the big question for me is, does Infinity War outdo Avengers? Like, it's I'm 50-50 on it. Because
I don't
Avengers was
know.
such a time and place thing
Yeah.
where it was like it was the culmination of
in the first
such
time.
hype. But this is even more hype now, and the movies are just making more and more money.
Yeah. And I wonder if all of the hype outside of or on Black Panther is going to propel, like people are going to be more excited for Infinity
Yeah.
War because of it.
Yeah, I think they will. Let's go to the tips and see what's going on.
Oh, the little
Remember
tippy
also to
tips.
look at the cheers.
Tips and cheers. Scriff cheered with with one of those fucking emote faces, the Kappa face, I think is what
Yeah,
it's called.
that's Kappa.
I don't know. I'm not one of them young kids. You know what I mean? Throw7 says Nick is healing, and now's your chance, Joey. Unleash the persona.
So this is really unfortunate because I don't have any updates. I'm like within the last like 2 or 3 hours.
You've been
of
on the
Persona.
last palace or whatever the fuck it was for 3 months.
Well, no, since like I guess it's been like 2 months. I just got super.
Damn.
Yeah, I got super burned out on it because I played like 30 hours the last time I played in a weekend, and I was just like, can't do this right now. So I'm gonna try and finish it soon. I actually started playing Battle Chef Brigade, which was like a good palate cleanser thing. I actually really like it. But yeah.
King Franchise 88 says, fun fact, Black Panther's not outpacing Last Jedi at the box office.
Huh.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Panzer G2 says, Joey, I need to apologize for my resub message. I thought Nick was going to be on the show.
I noted. I will take that into consideration.
Link6469 says, hi, I'll just pay my belated birthday tax. Thank you for everything you guys do for all of us and keep up the great work. Thank you very much and happy birthday. This weekend, went to brunch with Gia, and as I was signing the check, like with tip, it ended up being 69 something. And I just wrote 69 and like just to myself. I didn't even make a noise. I just kind of went like, yeah. And then she looks at me after, she's like, I saw that. And like, you did that to yourself. Yeah, I did. Half Day Newbies cheered. Thank you very much for that. Half Day Newbies, once again cheered, saying, love all the content you guys make. Thank you for all the entertainment that you provide me as I'm struggling to find a job. Decided to start creating content full-time, and hopefully some of the KF best friends will check out my YouTube channel, Half Day Newbies. Go check out Half Day Newbies. Sushi Girl Ali says, Joey, your hair looks great. Tim,
thank you.
Can we get a definitive LaCroix flavor ranking video? Kevin, you're a freaking delight. Love y'all. Thank you very much for all of that, Sushi Girl. We'll do the ranking at some point. I need to figure out how to best do it.
I also feel like I want to try flavors next to each other. Like, I've never tasted orange and tangerine at the same time to see which one I like better, and the same with like key lime and lime.
Oh,
so I feel like now that we have so many.
Key lime and lime, there's a very, very big difference.
Okay.
Cran raspberry and berry, I feel like are in the same family.
Have you guys tried the green apple cranberry?
I have not.
I don't really like the tall cans.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, the tall, yeah, whatever. We'll save this.
I'm sure that will happen sooner rather than later, now that we have all of these flavors.
Alex Aziz, my dude, says, in college, my friends and I also needed to store an unreasonable number of 12 packs. Being the geniuses we were, we decided to toss in some ice and put them in the dryer and washer. It didn't end well.
Yeah, that was dumb.
That seems like not a good idea.
Oh my God, what the, dumb kids are dumb. That's a fucking fact.
I get the washer. That makes sense to me. The dryer seems like a bad idea.
Amy Gill says, fun clip for the Great Wall of Kevin. Promise it's not a Graham Norton clip. Heart you guys.
Yeah, no more Graham Norton clips.
Thank you very much. That's all the tips we have for now. Let's move on. What else do we got in this beautiful show? P.S. I love this best friend.
Wait, real quick. Did you do the bits?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah. P.S. I love this best friend. Did you update this?
Yes.
Fantastic, Joey. You can go to kindoffunny.com/bestfriend, just like Duncan Ince did, Goron King 42, and he's nominating the Foot Slap Gang.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds fun.
Oh, I love this. Shout out to Snowbike Mike, Skizip, Gifted Dim, and our newest member, Earl. We've been playing PUBG on Snowbike Mike's stream, and it has been incredibly fun. Thank you all for taking me in immediately and being true best friends. I guess shout out to the Foot Slap Gang.
I like your name.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
It's a good name.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, Amy Gills. The broadcast is not available in our location.
Boo.
Boo.
I'll take your word. I'll take Amy Gills' word for it that it was a good.
That it was good.
Clip.
It was thrilling and vibing. Giveaway time. There's 4 ways to win. 1, you can be right here in the Twitch chat. 2, you can be a Twitch subscriber. 3, you can be a patreon.com/kindoffunny subscriber, the $2 above level, or you can do the same thing at patreon.com/kindoffunnygames. All 4 ways add on top of each other. 4 ways to win. You could be a winning millionaire. Seth Ginger is the winner. A Patreon Kind of Funny user. Thank you very much for that, Seth Ginger. You win Halo Wars 2 on the Xbox One. Congratulations. Bow, 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 bow. Now, it is time for the good old 3 and 3.
Whole 3 and 3.
That's 6.
Let's see. Who do we have in the chat today?
Yeah, what goodness do we got here? Tagless02 says, can we have instead an Oreo oration, but it's for LaCroix? Now, here's the thing. I love that idea. I just don't know that it is worth putting on our channel.
Yeah.
If we have enough what?
I don't know that it'll be long enough to, or like.
I like this idea. I want to figure out a way to make this worth doing.
Could
That's
we make
really
it
funny.
A
social only video?
Yeah, like a Facebook exclusive or a Twitter exclusive video.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
You're onto something.
Because there needs to be a definitive ranking of the LaCroix.
Maybe this is our series after MCU in review. We just ranked the LaCroix. Oh man. Do you have any idea of how long you expect this LaCroix shipment to last us?
I don't know. It's hard to think about that. I drink a lot. When it's available to me, I just keep going.
Yeah.
So now that it's always available, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm not seeing this as a challenge.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this as just, another day.
Another beverage? Because I've seen a lot of people ask like, oh, is there gonna be LaCroix at prom? I don't know how much we're gonna have that like.
No, it's definitely gonna make it to prom, but
I don't know what quantity.
The amount of work required to get it.
We're not taking it to prom. There's not a chance. Yeah. The fucking hell we had.
It's already here.
It
it's not leaving.
Yeah. If it's leaving in small doses.
Yeah.
Slowly until they're all end up in my house. But that's just that.
Mojo says, when are we getting the video games are cool shirt? The shirt's cool. Next week.
Next week?
I think it's next Friday.
That's awesome. Already like my favorite shirt. It's very soft.
It's very
black,
soft.
but it's like the
Heather
charcoal
black.
heather black, and it's really nice looking. Love the colors. It's fantastic.
Will there also be another shirt that goes up on the store that same day? Guess you'll have to find out.
You just tell us?
Prez the Zombie 87 says, "Yo Tim, have you looked up the Levi 218s, aka the Denizen Levi, stitched to last and have plenty of stretch in the thighs for comfort?" I'm gonna look those things up right now.
Oh. Interesting thing. Zuck T says, has Gia seen Scott Pilgrim?
Gia has seen Scott Pilgrim, but it's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, but you didn't appreciate it for what it was. Like,
So you could
I
do
know
with a
now
rewatch?
that you understand references that you wouldn't have got before. So that's on the list, but since she's already seen it, she's a little more hesitant. Okay, I'm gonna look into these.
Drewski_2K says, do you guys remember the 1985 movie Return to Oz, the sequel to Wizard of Oz? Is that the one with the wheelies?
Yes.
Yep.
And the room with all the
Fucking-
heads?
It's terrifying.
Return to Oz, no joke, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Really?
It is so freaking scary.
It's so
fantastic.
scary.
Such a cool story. The visual effects are awesome. The
I haven't
costume design is
rewatched it.
amazing. It's everything about it's great. And that movie is fucked up. It's
Fucked
like
up.
fuck all the scary parts and the headless people and all
Yeah.
that stuff. The movie starts with Dorothy, live action Dorothy, in a like
Insane
shock
in an
therapy, right?
insane asylum, getting shock therapy because people don't believe her about her trip to Oz. That's some fucked up shit.
And then what happens? She goes on another fucking trip
And then
to
she,
Oz.
yeah, with a chicken.
Oh, I forgot about the chicken.
Oh God.
I feel like the stuff that we used to watch as kids was like was way crazier than
Weird
stuff they
shit.
have now.
There's-
all of the Never-Ending Story ones were like super creepy too.
Yeah.
And that really sad thing with the horse and the pit of the tar.
There's a
Not a fan
video
of
I
that.
made at IGN in my What to Watch series that was, I forgot what the number was, but I think it was like 13 most traumatizing moments in kids' movies. One of the videos I'm most proud of. ever.
Really?
Kev, can you find it and put it in the chat somewhere?
Sure.
Does it have
appreciate
Bye Bye
that.
Butterfree on it?
No, so I made it very clear in the beginning of the video. I'm like, we're not talking about deaths.
Oh.
We're not talking about like that type of stuff. That's in Six Saddest Pokemon moments.
Got it.
When Butterfree leaves. And also the horse in Neverending Story, I give a shout out in the beginning. I'm like, that doesn't count. I'm talking about
that's
shit
so
that's
sad.
just traumatizing because it's fucked up. And Return to Oz is in it.
Is the Witches movie in it?
Which movie is in
Wait,
it?
what is it called?
Traumatizing kids movie. Tim Gettys.
Frog and Bullfish 89 says, Joey is the horror buff. You have to see Victoria on Netflix. It's brilliant. That's on my list. I was seeing it pop up on Twitter this weekend. So I'm going to try and watch it, but it looks real good. I'm very excited about that one.
Ant-Man 208 says, is there a Leon update? There is not a Leon update. Kevin and I had to go to the Sprint store again and talk to our boy Larry, who we keep saying is the one man that will be spared in this war. He's fantastic and I love him. It's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen this one.
It'll be in the chat.
Can you just send it to me?
No, that sort of technology doesn't exist. I'm sorry.
Someone's asking me who Best Girl is in Persona. So here's the thing. I accidentally started dating on because
Joey,
I didn't know how that worked.
I don't know if we have time.
We do have time for it.
Joey,
then I just said
Tim,
screw
do we
it
have
and also
time
started
for
dating
Tim?
Makoto. But the real
I
Best
think we
Girl
do.
is Takemi, but I totally fucked that up. And so I'm not dating her.
The realist 023 says, Tim, would you rather have a dog or a car? Definitely a car.
Yeah, definitely a car.
But you already have a car and you don't have a dog.
Don't want another dog. I don't want a dog. Assassin47 said, Tim, is it possible to do a one-on-one games cast with Logic? Definitely. It's just a matter of getting him locked down. He is a hard guy to lock down because he's very busy.
So busy.
Eddie Phoenix 21 says, Tim, did you know about Tila Tequila's sex tape?
What?
Who the
What
fuck do I
year
look
is
like?
this?
Of course. Son.
Like a long ass time ago?
Like a long ass
What
time
year?
ago.
No, I'm asking, like, is that what he's talking about? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, Hifumi, also Best Girl, but she's like, doesn't really count. I don't think.
You're making things. You're just saying names now.
Let's see. What's G_Webby says, what's up with the comic book show? I haven't heard anything about it for a while. As a matter of fact, we're recording today. We have a special guest.
The comic historian.
He's pretty cool. He's hanging out today.
great.
Oh.
Stop!
Uh-oh.
Stop! Stop the show!
Let me know.
No,
Rub it down,
stop.
right? Oh.
In the chat, G Webby just opened his fat fucking mouth.
G Webby!
What's up with the comic book show? Haven't heard about it in a while. Follow my fucking Twitter! Go to patreon.com/kindafunny. I put up all the comic book show there, and this weekend I tweeted out, of course, that we're recording today. It goes live the first Wednesday of every month, comic book day.
Oh my good lord.
Got Benny, the comic historian, over there. He's been chilling out reading comics all day. We're recording this afternoon. It'll be live on Wednesday for just everybody who supports us at the $1 level on patreon.com/kindafunny. $1 and up. So what I'd like to see you do, G, whatever the fuck your name was, who I call it, I said it a fat mouth. I said it in a fun Greg way, though. You know I don't mean it.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
They know I don't mean it. What flavor Cliff Bar do you think I ate?
Falcon Box says, did you know that Pam Anderson has a sex tape?
Fuck, really? How have I not heard about this?
Wait, are you serious?
I mean, wake me if Paris Hilton never has.
PSTRX89 says, I've just realized Kinda Funny is the nerd culture hub. You have a person from What's Good Games, Austin Creed from Up Up Down Down, a Gary that had input in Rogue One, had people from Easy Allies on, and now Negri coming tomorrow. You guys rock. Thank you very much. We try. We try our best.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
That was the saddest tell your friends I've ever heard.
I'm tired.
Somehow Greg yelling into my face made my eye twitch to a level that is now, I feel like it's not stopping.
Oh man. People are asking about Everything Sucks on Netflix. Have you?
I have not seen it at all.
I tried it and I didn't love it, so I stopped watching it. Sorry.
The Netflix cycle continues.
Yeah.
Let's get into sub-only chat.
I can do that.
Renee2324 says, love you guys. Any chance for more collaboration with the Let's Play family? Absolutely. I'm not sure how much of this I'm allowed to say.
I don't think very much of it.
But we're doing another Let's Play reunion at the end of this month. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with them.
Saying a lot.
What's up?
I said saying a lot, Tim.
I can say whatever the fuck I want. I'm
Hell
Tim
yeah.
Gettys.
Oh
Nobody
my
owns
God.
me. Nobody owns me.
You don't own me.
Hey, I forgot. I watched the rest of The Tick, which came out.
Yeah?
I really like that show. Paula enjoyed that show, which is weird.
That is very, very bizarre.
I don't know that I ever would have guessed that.
Well, facts.
Unsexiest comedian says, Tim, that twitching thing happens to me with Greg all the time, except it's not my eye that twitches, it's my penis. Catch you later.
Oh man, that's the thing. Sheeb Raven says, what's the MCU in review schedule now? You will find out tomorrow.
Yeah, and then we're gonna announce the new schedule in the Winter Soldier review and on Twitter and stuff. We'll make it clear to everybody. We're still trying to figure it out. We're trying to find the best way to do it because they fucked us in the best way possible. Panzer G2 says, Tim, are you going to be on Sugar Pine 7 show? I mean, there's no plans officially, but at some point, I'm sure I will.
There'll be a collab crossover.
The Assassin Naked 47 says, when will Alfredo be back on Gamescast? I don't know, but this will be the reunion of Tim and Alfredo at this thing, so I'm excited about that.
The Stone Sensei wants a close-up on my cup.
No, Joey, keep the cup close. There it is.
It says in French, I love it when you call me Big Papa.
I love that. An Assassin's Keyblade says, P.S. just saw Black Panther. It was amazing.
Can confirm. Checks out.
Mr. Yasmin says, who will Kevin kiss at Let's Play Reunion 2018?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Fun fact, I'm not allowed to kiss anyone.
Not even Paula.
Paula got very mad.
That's a great gift, by the way.
D Danger 10 says, Joey, what's the next game you're going to play after Persona 5? Well, right now I'm playing Battle Chef Brigade, which is real fun. But after Persona, I want to play through all the Danganronpa games, which I have. So
Interesting.
A lot of people, I saw online, a lot of people were saying you should play Monster Hunter.
I did see that. Here's the thing. That's another huge commitment that I'm not really prepared to do right now.
It really isn't.
Here's the thing. Far Cry 5 is going to come out, and then I'm just going to want to play that.
You're right. We only have about a week and a half left with Monster Hunter.
And I feel like I'm already very behind.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Kinda Funny Morning Show. I appreciate all of you very much. Stay tuned for Kinda Funny Games Daily with me and Greg Miller. It's going to be a good show. A lot of good news today.
Lots of exciting things.
At least it seemed.
I don't really know. I didn't look.
Until next time, I love you.